This MGTOW video is a continuation of the last video. If you listen to it all the way up to the end, you heard me talking about my pop and the political influence that he had. That's the house I grew up in. A lot of memories in that house. I snuck a lot of girls around the back in the basement between the ages of 16 and 21. Luckily, nobody got pregnant, but I had a lot of fun with girls in that house. My pop lives there by himself. So, like I said, he's a retired policeman, a Green Beret. What else is he? He's 70-something years old. So, whoever wants to go up in there, try to do some harm to somebody, they'll wish they didn't go in there. But anyway, political power that man had, a whole lot of it. You don't know how many mayors and how many future mayors ate at a table in that house. Well, anyway, why this is a MGTOW video is because my father, my mother separated from him back in '96. And my mother is the reason why I'm a blue-pilled simp. Now that I think about it, I don't blame her. I love her to death. But she sat around and complained about my father for years, how he was this, how he was that. But she didn't complain about him being a provider. And she never left him until '96, till me and my sister were grown and in college and out of the house. But, you know, I took it upon myself, a decision that I made, so I can't blame my mom. That I wanted to be for some woman what my father never was for my mother. But my mother never left my father because of the resources. So she leaves him in '96, gets laid off from her job in 2001. He moves out of this house, rents it, goes and lives with her, pays all the bills. She retires at age 51. Then my grandmother, that's my mother's mother, became sick. My mother had to move in with her. My father was living in a place with my mother's house by himself with nobody to fend for him. And he's got diabetes and shit. He's old. He's not in good shape. But he moved back here. Let the people that were living in it, they roll. So he's back in there now. Cut my mom off. Totally. He gets about $100,000 a year in pension and VA benefits. So he's doing good for himself. Cut my mom off. They run around crazy, upset because they had access to his money. I never had access to his money, ever. I remember my sister's dog needed an operation on her leg. It was $3,000. My dad gave her the money. I never had access. The only time I kind of had access to his money was when I was able to use one of his credit cards to go to Joseph A. Bank and buy him something for Christmas. That's what I was able to do. That's only but to go get straight cat, no. I guess I'm a man. I never wanted that for my father. But my mother and my sister always been getting it, and they're upset about it. That he's got resources and ain't sharing it with them. So I'm seeing the MGTOW crisis shit come up. I'm hearing my mother complaining about the fact that he doesn't share his resources with her and she's got a problem with it. But it's not like they struggling. Like, see, I have 2 cars and I'm going to get rid of them because my mom might need financial assistance. So I thought. But she went and bought a dog yesterday. If you're struggling like that, you don't buy a dog because the dog got to eat too. So she's just bitching because her resources ain't what she wants them to be, what she thought they would be when my father retired. See? That's why this is a MGTOW video.